So now I'm gonna record like the full thing, you know, like just quick summary of the last 2 minutes. I'm like talking about how like I'm like being authentic, right? And it's like, yeah, a lot of people like hate that. A lot of people hate that from just anyone when you don't automatically just like bend the knee to them. Like a lot of people like expect like this degree of like parasocial kindness, and it's always been a problem. It's always been a problem. You see it all the fucking time, right? Where people like complain about people they don't like being parasocial. Like they're like clearly like trying to attract a certain kind of people, and when they attract the wrong kind of people, they complain that they have these parasocial attachments from losers, right? And it's like, well, yeah, that happens. That's people. And unfortunately, with the furry fandom, you're gonna run across a lot of people that just don't know how to act properly, and you know, go out of their way to like try to like leech themselves onto you. And that's the thing. That's the thing with me. It's like, I don't want to leech off on anybody. I don't want to be anybody's customer. I don't want to be anybody's fan. Like, I have like a certain degree of separation from people that I look up to as like artists, and I don't look to be friends with them. I like, in my head, I tell myself like, okay, yeah, this person has like 30,000 followers, right? This person has 100,000 followers. They're like completely out of my league. There's no point for me to even fucking try, right? But if you have anything less than fucking 5,000, like, my guy, you're on the same boat I am. Like, yeah, your number's a lot bigger, but by like, you know, the proportions of things, like, you're in the same fucking boat. Because like a lot of these people with like 5,000 followers, like they only get like, you know, like 5-10% of the engagement of their like total pool, right? Like they're not getting like the full 5,000 of their followers being there for them. Like, and that's like, with the thing today with the dead internet, is like there's so many accounts that are just like dead, or they're like bot accounts. So honestly, I think it's more important to have engagement and have real authentic exchanges, even if they're like superficial, right? Like at the acquaintance level. Like I'm gonna try to avoid parasocial there. Like I don't think we should be having parasocial interactions. Like I really don't think so. And I don't like streamers that bite hard into the whole parasocial thing. And then, you know, they get all fucking flustered and angry and go on on a rant about how they like hate their audience. Like, it's like, but this is your audience. These are the people that you specifically catered to and the people that you attracted. And now you're upset with them when they think that they can like close in with you parasocially, like in a matter of like 5-10 minutes, right? And that's the thing. It's like, I've definitely met people like that. And some really disgusting stories, really, like from these people that like will start talking to you, and literally 5 minutes later, they're fucking dropping their kinks on you. And you're like, whoa, I was not fucking ready for this. Like, I don't know where you got the idea that I was that kind of fucking person. But, you know, and that's the thing. It's like people do not like to be told their boundaries, which a big part of being authentic is setting boundaries with people and being clear about them and like communicating properly. And unfortunately, like that's the thing with like big streamers, right? Big streamers are like big accounts. It's like, yeah, I get it. I understand your plight. Like, it's like, oh, like I have like 100 DMs to answer. It's like, oh, that's too bad. Like, but that's the thing. It's like, you don't answer most of them. And you know, you make clickbait content basically off of your parasocial like audience, which is really sad. It's like, I don't know, because it's just a widespread problem in the furry fandom, where it's like, you know, parasocial like dysfunctional behavior is just literally rampant. Like it's everywhere, fucking everywhere. And I've had to deal with it. for like the past 3.5 years with somebody who ended up taking my name, but they added numbers at the end because yeah, fucking classic, right? Like the good old fucking Xbox days where people would fucking put XX, like Dark Wolf XX, or like Dark Wolf 9057634, or fucking like I don't know, all those stupid fucking like usernames, right? Like fucking like Tony the Tiger 1996, and it's like somebody's fucking birthday and like a generic fucking thing. But that's besides the point. Like somebody ended up with the same name as me, and because of their content and because of how they were playing their game, which they, you know, it's hard to not see it as a game sometimes, because Twitch does gamify like the whole process, right? Like they have like achievements and they have goals and they have like little celebrations. So it is to an extent gamified, and that's another problem with the gamification of this stuff. But besides the point, this person had the same name as me, and they were attracting very undesirable, like over sexual parasocial individuals, and they would literally leak out of his domain into mine. And you know, the first year or so, I was very confused about it, because I was like, there's no way that I like come off as like a sexual streamer of any kind. And I'd get all these like personal messages from people that were like super sexual and like immediately to the point, like wanting to like, you know, basically bend me over and fucking rail me for like all night or something. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And eventually I figured out that there was a person out there with the same like username doing the complete opposite of what I've been trying to do all this time, which is just be an authentic person who doesn't fucking put up a false image. And here you have my fucking polar opposite, the fucking cosmic injustice of the fucking universe. Like, sick cosmic joke created this fucking situation, and I'll give it benefit of the doubt, right? That it's like it just happened. It's by pure chance, right? And here's the thing: like, I wouldn't have cared if it was any other person, right, with a different name, because it's not the first time. It's not the first time other Nitro Wolves like come into existence. There's been at least 100. But at this point, I'm the oldest and like most active. Like I'm just consistently fucking there. I'm like a fucking omniscient presence, like a fucking ghost. And it's just been so fucking frustrating to like try to live authenticity and then have this person like push their audience on me, even accidentally, right? And it's like I haven't really known what to do about it, but like that's the thing. It's like people should know that context about me. Like it's one of the things, one of the hundreds of things about the furry fandom that has made me like completely bitter. Like that's the thing on normal operation, I'm not an asshole. Like I can be kind, I can be good to people, I can be nice. But that's the thing. It's like I'm only those things when you're on my side, when we are friendly. As soon as you become a neutral, you get de-escalated to the most basic form of respect, which is just a random pedestrian civilian out on the fucking street. Like I'm not obligated. Nobody's obligated to fucking treating you like a fucking hotel like hostess. I'm not a fucking retail worker, right? Like my job is not on the line here Like, this is the way I act. This is my content. You know, if you don't like it, like, just fucking move along. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of other fucking people out there that will fucking, you know, stroke you and fucking make you feel good about your fucking day in a parasocial fucking way where, you know, nothing fucking matters and you're just role playing with this fucking person, this funny animal person on your screen. But for me, I am a real person. I'm a real person. And, you know, I just recently doxed myself on stream. And it's like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, whatever. You're like, yeah, I'm a real person. Like, if you guys really want to find me, you can find me. Like, it's not that difficult to find me. Like, I'm not, like, super secure in the cybersecurity sector. So I know that there's slip-ups here and there that will absolutely give me away. Like, that's the thing. It's like, we all have that. We all have that at this point. Everybody has like some sort of security breach somewhere. Everybody has some sort of fucking like backdoor, whether it's actually like hardware or if it's like software or like social engineering. Like, everybody has some sort of backdoor. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, I'm not gonna sit here and be living in fear that I'm losing connections, right? Because that was one of the things that I was basically told. And I've been told by a couple of people, right? It's like, oh, if you keep acting the way you're acting, like, you're gonna lose access to like big names, or you're gonna lose access to like such and such circle or here and there. And it's like, really? For what? For being myself? For being just Nitro? For being me? It's like, yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. It's one thing I was trying to argue for. Like, if you want to block me and just move along and fucking curate your feed, like, you know, at this point, I fully understand it. I fully fucking understand the mentality of curating your feed. And honestly, I'm starting to fall into the lifestyle of curating my feed, and just, I am at the point where I'm not even gonna give fucking explanations, right? Because like, every time that I fucking give out explanations, people make it worse and worse and worse for themselves. Like, I'll be respectful, I'll be kind about, like, you know, letting them know, like, hey, like, you're a good person, or you were a great person, or I thought you were, but at this point I am uncomfortable with interacting. Can we please move along? And then I'll fall into these situations where some people just cannot fucking handle that. And it's been multiple times at this point. It's been multiple times where like people take it as like being like hyper aggressive. Like, it's like it's like almost you can't win. You can't win. And that's why the whole ghosting fucking the ghosting behavior came around, is because people don't want the fucking confrontation, right? But I'm fine. I'm fine with the confrontation. Like, I'll confront you about things. Like, I'm no fucking coward, you know? US Marine, fucking hoorah. But I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting fucking tired of these confrontations that fucking take hours out of my fucking day, when I could be fucking playing Darktide, when I could be fucking working on my VR chat avatars, when I could be working on new technology for my fucking maps on Unreal Engine. Like, fucking hearing somebody bitch and complain about how they don't like whatever I fucking did, you know, and not even specifically about this whole like telling people that I'm no longer interacting with, but like other things too, like having to take like, you know, hours out of my day, like that shit adds up. So that's the thing. It's like, I'm kind of setting a new boundary, right? Like, I'm just like saying, like, I'm going to specifically reserve explanations of why I don't like people to people that matter. And I don't even know what would qualify as like people that would matter to me, because it's like, Like the people that matter to me, like I try to keep them around, right? Like why would I get rid of them? But that's the thing. It's like if you're just shallow and superficial and parasocial to me, and I feel like that's the thing. It's like perception can be reality, right? In a lot of situations. If I feel like you're just trying to use me somehow, or like try to like leash me down in any fucking way, or like you're making me like try to bend the knee to you, I'm gonna fucking like push back. Like that's my whole fucking personality at this point. I'm a fucking punk rebel against my own fucking will. It's like I need to protect myself. I need to defend myself from fucking people. Like I'm not gonna let anyone fucking use me as a doormat, right? Like that's yeah. What? I'm gonna like authentically fucking let people use me? Like that's not in myself. That's not in my best interest. Like, you know, that's not good for my self-worth. Like, I'm not here for people to fucking use me as a stepping stone or fucking throw me pity parties or whatever the fuck people think they're here to do. I'm not here to be fixed. That's the thing. That I'm not here to be fixed. Chances are I've done a decade more in fucking psychiatric and psychological work than you have. It's like you're trying to fucking tell somebody who's been doing this shit for like over a decade that I don't know what I'm doing. Like, do you understand how fucking silly that is? Do you understand how silly it is? Like, and that's the thing. It's like, not only this, I've had that happen in, hardware engineering and all this stuff. It's like, I've had people from sales departments like tell us we don't know what we're doing. And it's like, why don't you just do your job? Like, just leave us the fuck alone and go do your job. Like, we'll deliver your product, But, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but the point is I'm not changing who I am. I'm still going to be doing like, I guess psychiatric, psychological like studies in the background, and yeah, most of it is for my own like, I guess, recreational hobby, because like I'm never gonna show anybody any of this stuff. Like a lot of this stuff is like very sensitive and very, very touchy, and it's not something that like I want to share with the world. Like it's something that I'm like, I can like think about it and form opinions about it and like research it further on my own. And it's like I have no need to like fucking I have no need to like debate these like deep subjects with people under 30 years old. I just fucking don't. Like, I don't think it's productive at all. Like, if anything, I should be teaching people under 25. Like, I am at the age where I should be a fucking teacher. Like, yeah, I'm never gonna be a teacher because, I'll admit it, I'm not a good fucking teacher. I'm not a good teacher. Like, I'm a good, like, on-the-job training lead. I can fucking teach technicians how to do their fucking job on the fucking, like, bench. But I'm not built for classrooms. And I'm not built for fucking teaching under 25-year-old furries, the moral fucking complexities of being a fucking human. Because that's the thing. At the end of the day, like, the furry fandom is supposed to be more of like a silly haha joke. It's like a silly haha joke fandom, and we're all supposed to be having fun. But because more and more people are staying within the fandom at much older ages, we have much more and more friction over time. Because we're just understanding each other less and less and less. And, I mean, that's not super healthy. That's not super healthy for anyone. Trying to jam everybody together in the same space. And it's just, there's so many factors. There's so many factors putting into this. We're talking about, like, the economy, the fucking political climate, like it's all shit, right? And it's like, I hate to say this. I hate to fucking say it because I want to be the advocate for like, you know, young adults. Like, hey, we need to like not infantilize them. But unfortunately, the truth is that, you know, people are staying immature longer. People are staying immature longer, and they're just, everybody's so oversaturated with information that we don't even know what the fuck we're talking about anymore. Like, language is difficult on its own because it can be interpreted in so many ways, but when you fucking poison the pool of information to where you have fucking sources from fucking everywhere and nobody verifies anything, and they just take whatever fucking pops up first at the top, or the first fucking 30 seconds of whatever a fucking video said, which I'm sure I'm gonna get fucking clipped out of context, right? Because I get clipped out of context for the stupidest fucking things. Like, I've been clipped before for other people being on my stream and saying shit, and I'm like, that's not even me. Like, that's not even me. And like, what you're trying to get me on that I'm condoning this person? Like, it's like, it's not like this person like came out and fucking said like, you know, okay, and this is just theoretical, guys. This is just fucking theoretical. It's not like this person came out and said Hitler was right. You know, okay, asterisk, Hitler was not fucking right, okay? Obvious fucking common sense, right? But that's the thing. It's like, he said stupid words. He fucking, you know, was upset. He was upset for me, and the conversation just fucking went. And I wasn't gonna fucking stop and police him on the spot. Like, yeah, I talked to that guy later on. I talked to him and I told him like, hey, like, you should be more careful with that. Like, be more mindful of, you know, us getting clipped because, yeah, we're gonna get canceled again. But that's, you know, that's besides the point. It's like, what I'm trying to get at is we need to have mature conversations, and we can't just keep getting stuck on fucking the first 30 seconds of every conversation. Like, a lot of the conversations that I want to have take hours. A lot of those conversations, a lot of the Wolf Radio episodes are hours. Like, a lot of the stuff that goes through my head, I'm incapable of fucking diluting down to 2 minutes. But like, and that's the thing. That's not my content. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to fucking make little fucking 30-second TikTok dances with recycled fucking audio. I'm here to like be myself and hope that I find others like-minded to me. And I'm okay. I'm okay with not getting the fucking brain rot audience, you know? Like, that's the thing. It's like, I had so many questions coming through, and it was like, one of them was like, oh, do you think you're funny? And it's like, yeah, sometimes I'm fucking funny, but I'm not here to be reactionary. I'm not here to fucking joke about fucking dicks and ass all the time. I'm here to just be organic and authentic. I'm just, you know, if the situation plays out funny organically, well, then it's gonna be funny. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's difficult for me to click into a more humorous state when I'm by myself. Like, I'm the type of person that definitely like reflects and refracts off of other people. So if other people around me are having a good time because, you know, I'm like entertaining them and they're having a great time and we're all laughing, like, yeah, it's gonna be funny, it's gonna be a good time. And we have clips on our Twitch of those moments. So it's not like that's the thing. I have very long format where it's like I'll stream for like 8-10 hours, you know. Sometimes I've done like 24-hour streams, and it's like, no, I don't expect anybody to stick around the entire fucking time. And that's what, there's no way for somebody to stick around that long. Like, I'm thankful if somebody sticks around for like 15 minutes. Like, I don't expect people to fucking stay all 8 hours. That would be fucking insane. That's literally a work day. Like, honestly, it's insane for people to think that I should be funny all 8 hours and that I should have like explosive energy all the time. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have bad days. Like, that's the thing. It's like authenticity is going to show you that I'm gonna be having a bad day. You're gonna probably hear about it. And it's not something I'm gonna hide, because like ultimately at the end of the day, it's like I have to accept the consequence that I will probably be fucking shunned and pushed away because people don't like authenticity. And it's the whole package. It's the whole package. It's like if you drop in on me like 1 minute out of the 8 hours and you happen to come in at the wrong fucking time, like 6 hours into the stream, and I'm like just fucking chilling and fucking doing Dark Tide or whatever it is I'm doing, like grinding like Fortnite and minding my own business, like at that point I'm kind of checked out. And you might be asking yourself, oh, why didn't you shut off the stream? It's like, oh, because I didn't want to, because I didn't care to fucking push a button. And yeah, sometimes I get onesies or twosies that come in like super late, like at the very end. And it's happened before while I was playing Cyberpunk. People just come in the last hour, and I'm like, whoa, like where were you guys like fucking 6 hours ago? So it's just like that's my whole philosophy at this point. It's just whatever fucking happens. Like, I'm gonna do a little bit more of an effort to like advertise myself and like expand on platforms like multi-post and stuff, but I'm not gonna change my behavior. Like, there's nothing to change about my behavior. Like, I'm not here to be fixed. I'm on my own fucking self-help journey, and you guys need to stay the fuck away from that, because trust me, no one knows me better than I know myself. And that's a lifelong journey that nobody really gives a shit about. Like, that's the thing. It's like everybody's their own main character, right? Why would I believe you as a stranger that you care more about me than you care about yourself? Because at the end of the day, we care more about ourselves, and that's just the basic biological survival fact. And that's okay. That's okay. I have a balance. Like, I do care about other people, but I have to admit that, you know, at the end of the day, I have to think about myself first, and then I have to think about other people. And you hear that fucking saying, right? You hear the saying like, oh, you need to learn how to love yourself first before you love other people. And it's like, there is some truth to that. There is some truth to that. Like, you need to take care of yourself before you can start taking care of others. And it's like, I don't need advice from anyone. I don't need advice from anyone about my behavior, about my attitude, about my content. Like that's the thing. If I say I hate you, I just fucking hate you. Like, it's very fucking simple. Like, sometimes there is nothing behind it. Like, I am allowed to do whatever the fuck I want, right? And it's okay if you don't like it. You can just block me and move on. Like, I don't even need a reason. I don't even need a reason. Like, yeah, I'll react to you sometimes, but that's the thing. It's like 96% of the time, and I say 96% because it's like, you know, there are situations where there are people that live rent-free in my head, but it's not who you would think. The people that live rent-free on my head are literally the best friends that I've had that have disappeared. And I had a best friend that disappeared and never did any wrong to me, and we never did any wrong to her. She just disappeared. And I think about her all the time. Like, there are some enemies that I think about here and there, but like I said, 96% of the time I'm just existing. I'm just here, and whatever it be, the fucking Twitter algorithm decides to fucking slap me with some of my enemy's shit. And here we go again, because the way Twitter has changed is you can see replies from people that you've blocked and people that have blocked you. So you're still forced to seeing their shit. So that's the thing. It's like, I just recently came into a situation where that happened, where Twitter itself fucking shoved one of my blocked people's stuff in my face. Obviously, I didn't want it. And then these people always turn around. These people always fucking turn around. They're like, ugh, I live rent free in your head. It's like, you actually fucking don't. Like, I had forgotten about you until this right here, where fucking Twitter algorithm decided it was gonna shove it in my face so it would piss me off, because that's what the algorithms are designed for now. And yeah, Blue Sky is superior in that sense now. It's absolutely superior, because Blue Sky doesn't have that issue. Once you fucking block somebody, they're blocked, right? But unfortunately, I've had to keep Twitter open to communicate with people that refuse to come over to fucking Blue Sky or anywhere else. So it's just one of those things. Eventually they're gonna fizzle and just disappear. And then when I really have nobody left on Twitter, I'll probably just end up fucking abandoning my Twitter too. But besides the point, it's like what I was saying. Like, I don't think about my enemies 96% of the time. My enemies think about me though. Like, that's very fucking clear. And I don't even understand why. Like how boring can your life be that I'm the most interesting enemy you've made in the last like year, right? Like, how is it possible that I'm like the first person that you've come across that fucking make your fucking brain itch with this displeasure? Like, you're like, I don't even know what to fucking say. Like, I just want to play fucking Dark Tide, my dude. Like, I'm at the point where I want to say, oh, it's not that deep. It's not that deep, my guy. Cause like, it's like, I stopped giving a shit. I stopped fucking caring about a lot of this stuff. And sometimes I have to fucking remind myself, like, it's like, I'm past 30. Like, I have to stop giving a shit about this stuff. Like, I have so many other important things to fucking do. I have so many other fucking stories to fucking look into. Like, just fucking recently. Just recently. Today, it was announced that fucking For the Win, a fucking fursuit, like, group or person or whatever they are, for the Win, announced bankruptcy and now owes $400,000 worth of fucking just commissions. That's a bigger story than me fucking wasting my time on people that fucking think that they live rent free in my head. Like, it's like, no, like this $400,000 bankruptcy thing is way more interesting. Like, trust me, is way more interesting. So I think I'm gonna leave it there, because, you know, I've already been going for fucking 30 minutes. So I'm gonna post this to YouTube. You know, this is my reply as to, you know, my behavior, my attitudes is, I'm not being an asshole to you, because you don't deserve it. Most likely, if I'm being an asshole to you, you've done something to piss me the fuck off. If you are a subject of interest in my studies, that's not good for you. Like, I'm not saying I'm fucking stalking people, because I don't. I have much more important things to be doing than to be stalking fucking random nobody, no face fucking furries on Twitter, right? But when somebody makes such a fucking big fucking stink, I have to take a note of it. And like add it to like my projections. I have to add it to like the book, right? Like, I'm adding it to the book. Again, that I'm saying that you guys will probably never see, or there probably will be a book, but it'll be like 10 years down the road, right? When I'm like actually a fucking grandpa, and I'll be like, oh, this was how the furry fandom was between the years of the 2000 and, 2040. So, at some point I might make a full length like textbook on the fucking furry fandom. But as it stands right now, like I said in my tweet, I said, I don't think airing out the dirty laundry of the furry fandom is productive in any way, because a lot of this stuff is just taken as like drama. A lot of this stuff is just taken as gossip, as it's taken as like it doesn't matter, like it's not that deep. And it's the issue where, like I said before, the furry fandom is supposed to be a haha hee hee silly hobby thing, but also at the same time we can't just discard the emotions and interactions of real people, because if we allow all these real people to be constantly crushed and just driven away, like we're gonna be left with fucking AI chatbots. And who else are we gonna fucking talk to? Just a bunch of fucking AI chatbots? All of Twitter is just gonna be chatbots talking to each other. I mean, it's already happening. It's already fucking happening where chatbots will reply to each other. So like the more people get crushed, the more fucking bots are gonna get used to fill in the numbers. So I want to be optimistic. I want to be hopeful, but people slowly take that away from me every day. Every day that passes, people give me a reason to fucking say, yeah, you know what? You just should just give it over to Skynet and fucking end it all. Cause like we're supposed to be the most connected like society socially, and we're the most fucking distant we could ever be right now. Like, and I have somebody in the Discord that does, advocate for smaller groups and smaller communities. And honestly, I think so. I think we need to start going back to like BBS boards or whatever, like fucking Reddit boards or some shit. Cause like this open market, open pool, like town square bullshit has not been working for like the past 10 years. It has not been working, and that's all I see. That's all I see. And with the new generations of furries, their response to all of the like psychological suffering is to just block it off. They just put blinders on and just pretend it doesn't exist, and they just go, bro, it's just a cell phone. Bro, turn off your cell phone. Bro, it's just a furry fandom. It's not that deep. And unfortunately, like, it has gotten deep. And I do honestly, truly believe that there's, people like me that have been around for, 2-3 decades, that, this is, the furry fandom is their home, not just as an identity, but as like a lifestyle. And it's like, the new generation furries would probably like here's my thing. It's like, I think they would make fun of me for saying that being a lifestyle furry is a thing. I think they would, because a lot of these furries, like, they want to be like just passing. They just want to be like tourists and move along, and they don't want to believe that there's like we're still at the point where, and this is a bigger conversation in and of itself, but we're still at the point where Therians are still like completely shunned, right? And they're like completely like cringe, and it's like one of those things. It's like, but the way I see it, it's like the final evolution for furries, right? The final step of being a furry is just going all the way and just like going nutter butters and being a full-on Therian. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, I myself consider myself like maybe a spit away from being a Therian. But I am not. I'm not a Therian. I call myself a lifestyle furry. Like, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. You know, Nitro Wolf is 25 years old. That is 25 real time years. It's not just a fucking like time, like character, like flavor text that I put on there. Like, oh, Nitro Wolf is 25 years old. So it's like, no, I created the character 25 years ago. Like, I've seen some shit. I was there at the start of the public internet, right? Like in the 2000s, like I had my little fucking dial-up computer made by fucking Gateway or whatever it was, the little cube with the cow shape on it. I can't remember what it was actually called. I think it was called Gateway. But yeah, it's like I said, my throat hurts at this point. Like, I need something to drink, probably water, and I honestly just want to get on with the day at this point. All this has been very fucking silly, having to explain myself, like especially with like the sensitive subjects that I look into, because I dox myself on stream. And it's like, yeah, you don't know me. Like, you don't fucking know me. Like, of course you're gonna think I'm an asshole. Of course you're gonna think I'm not funny because you fucking checked in at the wrong time. And that's fine. That's fine if you think I'm a fucking asshole. Like, you have to accept the fact of the universe is that you're not gonna fucking please everybody, right? And yeah, I get it. Authenticity doesn't please the majority ever. And yeah, it's a curse that I've decided to like go through with. Like, could I be shallow? Could I be fucking parasocial? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not fucking stupid. I can fucking pretend just like, you know, all these other fucking streamers do. I can pretend. I can act. I can fucking do reactionary bullshit. I've seen enough of it fucking everywhere to like emulate it. It's not difficult. Like here's the thing. I've been talking for 42 minutes straight. And I really haven't even fucking skipped a beat yet. Like, you think I can't fucking do fucking 30-second videos on fucking TikTok? Like, that's the thing. It's like, I just don't want to. Like, it's very fucking simple. I just don't want to. And if I want to curate my feed and fucking block you because you fucking, you know, make TikTok content and shake your ass for fucking strangers and fucking thirst bait all day, like, I'm in my right to do that. Like, I can do that all I fucking want. Like, I don't have to fucking subscribe to you. I don't have to like your content. Like, I don't even have to associate with you. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like, you know, fucking... And that's the thing. Like let me be clear. It's not that I hate all twinks. It's not that I hate all fucking himbos. You know, I find like a good 10% of them like pretty sexy, you know? But that's the thing. It's like the other 90% I really do not give a shit about. Like, and what I mean, I'm sorry that I'm not part of your thirst bait pool. Like, that's just not me. That's just not me. Like, it's really hard. Like, I'm super picky about things, you know? So I don't just fucking thirst for anybody and everyone, you know? So there you go. There's my 2 cents on that. Like, take that whatever you fucking will. But yeah, that's all I have to say, because we're at 45 minutes and this is already going to be a very long video to upload to YouTube, and I don't think most people are going to get through to it to the end, honestly. I think they're going to listen to the first like 5 minutes at most. But yeah, I mean, if you made it all the way through the fucking video and you agree with me and you fucking want to interact with me, like, we have a Discord, we have a Twitch. You can literally find us on Twitch and ask for Discord and we'll fucking get you in. And our whole philosophy is, you know, authenticity and trying to be equals, you know, authenticity and equality. That's what we're trying to go for. So yeah, I'm gonna close it there because my throat hurts and it's literally just from talking. And we need to get to Steel Hunters, because Steel Hunters open beta opened today. Well, it's technically a closed beta, but everybody's streaming it, so I'm like guessing it's okay. I also like looked it up and they said it was okay. So okay, I'm gonna hit that stop button.